a real gatekeeper in the Boston comedy scene. So, right off the bat, I know what you're thinking. What is your unique perspective on the Orlando shooting? And it's a valid question, but the first thing I personally read about it was that the shooter was moved to do what he did because of the sight of two men kissing, which just, broke my heart, because if he knew the other things we did with our mouths, there'd be a mushroom cut over the entire state of Florida. But of course, later on, I found out that he himself was used to be a frequent patron of this gay club, and then, later on, married a woman and had kids, and I just thought, wow, like another innocent young man radicalized by heterosexuality. I was on social media a lot after Orlando, and it was interesting to see people's reactions. Of course, the first thing you ask yourself after a terrible tragedy is, what does this mean for my personal brand? And some people were like, let's not politicize this tragedy. It doesn't matter what race or gender or sexual orientation the victims were, or what happened to them, or where it happened. We just need to pray. We need to pray for these genderless, flesh-colored blobs who may or may not have experienced some event in a politically neutral space of congregation. For other people it was a little different. They would kind of take one minute detail of the tragedy and then really make it their own. A lot of people don't know this, but one of the victims worked in marketing. Marketing lives matter. And then, of course, there were people that just desperately wanted to make it about themselves. Like, I once had a layover in Orlando. Like, all right. I'm sure this must be so hard for you. But what I ended up doing, which was really kind of personally cathartic and also, I think very productive as a public service, is I would scroll through my Facebook feed, and then every time I saw a happy birthday post, I would comment, why isn't this about gun violence? Yeah, I don't know, it's so, obviously, I don't want to make light, it's sobering reading about the statistics of mass shootings, and like any decent American, the first thing I think is there a business opportunity here? And the other day, it just hit me. Bulletproof fashion. And I can imagine, Katy Perry walking down a red carpet being interviewed, like, who are you wearing? Like, oh, this is a Kevlar halter dress from Prada's Run For Your Life collection. This is a custom-made medieval shield. And then it's a kind of a new take on an old classic. It is a Gucci Viking helmet. You can kind of dress it up, dress it down. And if I could just send one message to all my young fans, it would be, follow your dreams and reach for the stars, you know, and always be ready for an attack. Thank you so much, everybody.